I will show in this video how to decimate DAZ figure with balancer, how to optimize DAZ texture with the texture atlas, how to tweak your rigging with weight mapping, and how to export your decimate figure as in standard character to iClone. You need balancer, DAZ Studio4 Pro, DAZ 5, and of course iClone 5. First, I started DAZ Studio4 Pro. I delete the Genesis. Now I'm created and prepare my figure, that what I want to decimate. Only note, I want to dress this character with my own dress mesh. The DAZ Studio cannot find my texture. Therefore, this error message. But it is not important. When you're ready, export the figure as OBJ file. First, I created a new project folder. In the export menu, I choose the OBJ file format. Choose Write Groups, and Use Existing Groups. This keeps the face groups. Now open Balancer, and import the object file. Select the object and press the Build button. Type now 30,000 for the new poly count. Press Enter. That's all. Save it as new reduced object. Back in DAZ Studio. In the Scene Manager, I delete everything except the main figure. This is required for the bones donate. When the figure is selected, choose Edit, Figure, Rigging, and Convert Figure to Weight Mapping. Choose General. The eyes are now odd, but that is not important, because we need only the bones from this figure. Now, import the reduced object for the rigging. Right side, in Scene Manager is a small menu. Choose Assets. And there, the Transfer Utility tool. Source is the donate figure and target is the reduced object. Press Accept. Delete the donor figure. It is no longer needed. Now, my reduce figure has bones again. You can see the head bone is not yet properly, but it's easy to fix with weight mapping. Select the head bone and see how the weight influence in this area. Very red is high and blue is nothing. Red is only in the hair ends, but it should be the whole head in red. The figure has face groups. Therefore, it is now easy to select the polygons in the head. Use right-click and choose Polygon Selection, select Then, Face Groups, and Head. All polygons in the head group are now selected. Right-click again and pick Fill Selection Faces. Fill the head with 100% red weight color. See the difference. Some hair tips in the backside are still blue. For better selection, turn the figure. Important: change into the polygon selection mode. With holding Control key, pick on each unselected hair tip. In this way, right-clicking and choose Polygon Selection, and select All Connected. Back to the weight brush mode, fill the new selected face with 100% red, 2. The head is now fixed. Here you can see, also the skirt needs an adjustment. So let me fix them. In the Scene Manage, select the right thigh. See, the weight mapping is a little bit too strong on the skirt. I change in the Polygon Selection mode. With right-clicking, I choose the lasso mode. Select all polygons in this area. Change back into the weight mapping mode. This time, with a right-click, choose now the Smooth Selection Face option. With this, I want only a bit smooth the bone influence in this area. The same thing now for the left thigh. Now looks like it better. DAZ figures have many high-resolution textures. This is not optimal for iClone, so I will now show how to store the textures in a single sheet. For that, in Right Site with the globe icon, I open the Texture Atlas. Here are all the textures listed. Here, you can delete all the textures are not used. In this case, the teeth. This is the size of the preview window. By pressing the Auto Arrange button, DAZ automatically creates a single sheet texture. You see, no big thing, with this easy push button. With the weight option here, you can set the size of even textures on this sheet. Higher values has more weight, and low value has less weight. Let me show it for the dress texture. I type a higher value and the size is increased of this. So you can still optimize your texture. When ready, press Accept. Type here the final size of your texture sheet. Select a file format. Note: TIFF is not supported in Exchange. Delete all channels that are not needed. Finally, Press Accept. In the Scene Manager, collapse the figure hierarchy so that all selected for the FBX export. The important output options are Selected Figure, FBX 2012, and Embed Textures. When Yes is displayed for export your figure, press Accept. Now, open Exchange 5 and import your figure. Cool thing, I get not warning message for too many polygons. In the scene tree, select the figure shape and smooth the geometry. The shader setting are not yet properly. I change this with the options in the material panel. Because the dress is open at the bottom, I choose two sides for that. Otherwise, the back face will be transparent. After that, you need convert the figure to a non-standard character. With the custom presets, you can sync that iClone bone system with your own figure bone setup. Let me start with the hip. That is the root bone of your figure and the big bone here. Now the spine, that's the bone above. Usually, the up legs bones is equal to thigh bones, but my figure has tiny bones additional below on the spine bone. Therefore, I choose these as my up legs and select the little roll bones from presets, for the actual thigh bones in my figure. Now the lower legs. Feet and toes. In my figure, is the head bone, this very tiny bone, above the neck. For the rest of spine bones and the shoulder bones, change into the lower bones submenu. Choose here, the shoulder bones and the additional spine bones. Mind you, select always here the spine bones from bottom to top. Back into the bones main menu, select now upper and lower arms, as well as the hands. For select the neck, change into the bones submenu. Here are additional bone, if your character has more as a neck bone. In my case, I only need the first neck bone. Remember, choose always here from bottom to top. Change for the finger selection in the relevant hand submenu. Also here, select the finger bones from the inside out. The green button indicates that all significant bones were selected, and the figure is ready to test the motions. For that, activate the motions and test it with the Preview button. The arms are too close to the body. I'll fix them. I deactivated the motion again. Then, I select the shoulder bones, and I rotate these little bit outward, with the Object Rotate tool. By this method, you can adjust all bone for your figure, if it's necessary. Activate and check again the motions. When you are happy with the result, press Convert. With the button Apply to iClone, Change 5 will transfer your figure directly into iClone 5. Here now is my decimated figure, directly in iClone and ready for the iClone motion and motion editors. Also Kinect is supported. Many thanks to Real Illusion for the many new possibilities with his Change 5. Also thank you for watching this video, and please forgive me that this is not in good English. Nevertheless, I hope you have learned how you can decimate and prepare your figure for iClone 5. By the way, Balancer is not so expensively as the DAZ Studio Decimator.